Carry on.
So if you had 50 grand in cash and you've got Tesla versus one Bitcoin, essentially, what would you go for and why? Because I think if you listen to the likes of Cathie Wood, she predicts Tesla's going up to at some point to three grand over the next few years. I mean, obviously you've got Bitcoin now, which let's just say it's hovering at 50k, keeping things all in.
Okay. What I would say, first of all, because again, it's not financial advice, I'd say speak to our financial advisor that we're working with. She'll do a session with you for free. Secondly, what I would say, quoting Ian Dunlap, the master investor, if you haven't got 2 index and you haven't got 2 tech stock, then there's no point in looking at other things. Like you just have to have 2 index and 2 tech. Like you just have to have Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, one of these things, because they are the backbones of the world. And if they implode, they are guaranteed government bailouts. If the whole world goes to absolute World War III anarchy, the global governments are going to bail out Microsoft because the global governments run on Microsoft. So that's why I would say something there. Then once you've got your techs and your indexes, they're going to give you your safe return. Then you go to your risk side, and that's when you then go to your just again golden rule. Just stick with the top 2 of anything. The top 2 of anything in any sector. How do you lose?
Right.
I'm also going to say that if anyone hypothetically does have £50,000 sterling, I would like to think that your asset portfolio is worth over £250,000, and you don't randomly have £50,000 sterling, and that is your.
People, that does happen.
It's crazy.
That happened to one of my boys. He inherited like 30k. Didn't know what to do.
Didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But can I just say, like,
got some ETH though.
get some ETH. But literally, if anyone who has that amount of sterling, like, and didn't just randomly run into it and they earned it, would be the kind of entrepreneurial business type of person to probably invest in a business.
Yeah, or people think, right,
I literally
quick
buy
flip cash is crypto. Quick flip cash. You need to be speaking to Mr. Ollie Gilbert.
Yeah, to give a bit of context.
Plug it in there, you know.
Shout out to acquiring a new business recently as well. Congratulations. Saw the news.
If you want to be on business, is where you're going to get the crazy X, like real ground floor business before they've gone public. That's where the big flip is. Like, it's not crypto, it's not stocks, it's ground floor business. Would you agree, Ollie?
Well, look, I was actually listening to my business partner and mentor today. He did a podcast earlier with someone, and is also hosted by a guy big into crypto. It talks all about crypto, but he was talking about how with crypto, like, yeah, you can make sort of incredible gains, but to build that generational wealth, you've got to buy real solid businesses that have been going on for years, right? So I'm actually, while on the phones here, I've working on a investment perspective, basically, for a business that we just had a deal agreed, which took absolutely fucking ages to get to. But yeah, I mean, I forget what the question was, but
I was just saying about, you've literally answered it perfectly, so don't worry. It's all good. It's all good.
You did that. So, I think, you know what it is. I'm a few years older than you guys. I just don't want to necessarily. I've invested in property. I've invested in all sorts of things. But it's got to the point now where I know you have to start to diversify. I stayed away from Bitcoin for as long as because for me it was a bit of a Ponzi scheme, but now I'm the one that's got egg in my face. Does that make sense? So I'm looking at is it too late to get in?
It's never too late. But let me ask you, right? When you thought it was a Ponzi scheme, give us the honest answer. How much time did you even research it to even come across the opinion that this is a Ponzi scheme?
So I looked at it in 2000 and what year was it? 2009 is when somebody made me aware of it.
Okay.
Early days.
Early days. Fair enough.
Early days, yeah. And
I was the same.
Yeah. Well, for me, I sat and I was pumping money into property. So property at that point was just after the crash. So you could pick up property dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Or cheaper. Let's put it that way. So for me, the property was, passive income, do what you need to do in it, and it's basically paying your bills. And then I sat there, and the reason why I thought it was a bit of a Ponzi scheme, because someone's got to lose. And I just did the numbers that you think that, look, even if it goes up, at some point, unless you sell it, how do you realize the benefit? So if I bought Bitcoin now at 50, bought one Bitcoin, it cost me 50 grand. In 10 years' time, I sell half of it. I can never go back and buy that Bitcoin again unless I go and buy it at the actual price. Does that make sense? So the idea of me basically pulling out a gain only is realized once you've sold it. Whereas with property, you've got the actual income coming in month in, month out. And that's why I said
I would definitely tell you to look into staking.
Yeah,
staking gives you those yields.
Basically, DeFi is what is your answer to that. And viewing Bitcoin as, like Michael says, virtual real estate.
Yeah.
Because there's X amount, and people will pay you to store your Bitcoin in certain places, and that's where, for example, with Ethereum, we're changing it from proof of work to proof of stake. So anyone who's got 32 Ethereum, or if you and 31 friends who have an ETH each, that's what I'm saying to all my friends, let's get an ETH each. So when they change it to proof of stake, we can then become an Ethereum node. We can just start earning income because we've got Ethereum.
That's the real purpose of it. Unfortunately, most people weren't educated on that, because that's what the banks want to do with it. That's what the big whales want to do with it. They don't want everyone that isn't mainstream knowledge. Mainstream knowledge is you flip your crypto, you get in, you sell it. No. Crypto is you get it, you hold it, you rent it out, and you make yield, you make a pack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So on Celsius, I think about like the APY in Bitcoin's about 5% now or something.
Yeah.
So say 50K, what's that? So that's
let me
2.5 grand. Yeah.
Let me spit game on how.
2.5 grand. Yeah, 5%.
No. Even more than that, right? Because let's spit the game on how powerful DeFi is. Because you're getting high yield interest on an appreciating asset class, right? So which means you're not getting high yield on something that is like fiat currency slowly depreciating, it's appreciating. So let's take how powerful 5% is, right? Let's say it's January 2020. What's the price of Bitcoin these times? At the top of my head, it's like 10,000, right? 10,000, right?
10,000.
Cool, right? Let's say it's January 2021. And Bitcoin's 10,000, right? I could be wrong. It could be 20,000, 50,000. Let's just say it's 20,000, right? So January 2021. Let's say Bitcoin's $10,000 per coin. And the end of 2021, December 2021, Bitcoin should be what, 65, 75, maybe 100, right? Let's just say it started at 10K and it ended at 100K, right? But you get 5% interest. So your asset has gone from 10K to 100K, but now the 5% is not worth £500 because it's not January 2021. It's now worth 5,000.
And you get that paid weekly, like the yield coming in weekly. So,
like, DeFi is changing the whole globe.
And that yield paid weekly.
You rent out your Bitcoin like you do.
Yeah, but because it's a very complicated subject, book in a session with one of us, and we'll go over it with you, because it's a very complicated thing. We're going to do episodes completely on staking in future anyway.
If you want to know crazy yields, chat to Sept.
Yeah, chat to Sept, yeah. And Keish, them guys are on some madness. Right, so next we'll go to Paul. Thank you for your question, M.
Very welcome. Thank you for answering it. Appreciate that.
Paul, you're up. What's good, bro?
Stop, man.
My new student.
Hey, Ninja. I don't know, no questions today, but I don't know if you heard about the whole Litecoin debacle today. Done it earlier.
I saw it, but I don't know what actually happened.
No.
Fake news. So you know when Litecoin spiked today?
Yeah.
That was because so basically there's some news come out saying that Walmart was accepting Litecoin. It was just fake news. It came out with it was like the address was like Walmart.org or something. It got picked up by things. The price whacked up. I saw you post it. The next second, boom, straight back down to where it originally was. So yeah, just fake news that Walmart had started using Litecoin and it.
I wish I had my sell orders in.
Yeah.
I don't know how my sell orders in.
Damn. First.
Yeah, I saw like the 30% increase. I was like, yes, I just put money into Litecoin, and I look at it like an hour later. I was like, fake news. It goes straight back down to where it was.
I only did it because you told me to. So next one we'll go to Christine. Christine's someone new. Christine, you've been unmuted. Any questions? Any feedback? Anything you want us to look at?
I joined quite late, so.
No worries.
Wait, is this Christine?
Hi.
Hey.
What up?
Okay,
Talk
one
about
question
your kind of
not really related to.
Sorry. Jinx, touch.
Okay, one question not really related to these coins. Where is the best place to find a financial advisor?
We've got one for you. Don't worry. We've got.
Okay.
So yeah, we work with an accredited financial advisor. So just drop me a message, and then I'll set up a meeting between you and her. And she's a female financial advisor that's based in London. That likes working with people that don't really like or want to work with the traditional.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
I got a one-on-one with her. 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Perfect. I'll send you over details and then go from there. So yeah, we'll get that one sorted.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, and then Ryan Bird. Has he just disappeared? Just as I made him. We'll always do that.
Really was this time.
First. Okay, cool. So I think everyone else is a regular. So we'll go to the regulars real quick. Mr. Luke Ross, what are you saying, broski? Money on the map.
Yo, what's happening, bro?
What's good, King? What's good? What are you saying?
016 one, lad.
016 1B.
Yeah. I love this London Manny link up with this. It's just been left out of the equation. It's just Manny in London just thinking of mad. Was you at Park Life?
Come on, I'd give it a miss this year, bro.
Oh, first.
Give it a miss.
Don't blame you. But yeah, man, feedback, questions, what you got?
So obviously in the week I spoke to you about a few coins that I missed out on that I should have moved on when I joined the call last time round, but I messed about. And obviously just today, just dropping the gems around the watch list, man. I literally had you swiped up and was just dropping them on Coinbase as well. Coinbase and a couple of the other apps. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking them and running with some of them, man, most definitely.
Make sure you do some technical analysis and then buy them in the dips.
Yeah. I would also say, like, again, like if you've been watching the past episodes, the fundamental information we found on Coinbase itself as an investment is ridiculous. Like, it's actually dumb. What this company is going to do over the next 5 years is crazy. Yeah, so
I hear that, bro.
But yeah, man, we're gonna have a call tomorrow anyway.
Yeah.
Wednesday. So I'll shout you then. So thank you, bro. Thank you. Safe. Next up, man like Will. What are you saying, Walters? Is it Will Walters? I think it is. Big Daddy, you've been unmuted.
Was it Lloyd George? It's not Sept and Will Lloyd George, is it?
I think it's Walters. Nothing from Will. Okay, and last but not least, oh no, we got AJ as well. We've got to go to AJ.
Yeah, you have to.
Jordan Wilson, you've been unmuted. Yo, what's good, bro? What are you saying, King?
I'm good, man. I'm sorry I missed last week. I'm at work. I'm even at work now, and people keep being stupid and wanting me to talk to them.
Before and
Mute me for a minute. I don't know, I'll raise my hand.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
You're right.
Yeah.
I just leave over there and
Okay.
wait for your help now.
All right, so what you've got to do, if you go back out through Asda,
Yeah,
right at the roundabout,
yeah,
first left at Moxton,
yeah.
On the graph, I love that.
No, Shah's listening on the graft.
That
Okay,
is
right.
next
AJ, let's do you.
Yo, hey guys, hey.
What up?
Greetings from Berlin.
Yay.
Wie geht's?
Berlin gang.
Was ist dein question, bitte?
Yo, so crazy German out there.
That's
You know more than me.
it sounded good. It sounded legit.
It sounded legit, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't have really any questions, but I was wondering if you guys are invested in Terra Luna. Any of you?
Yeah, I wish I was.
Oh my days. Look, me and Dom, this is actually Dom's favorite one. Dom,
Yeah.
you want to speak on Terra Luna?
Even know which one it is. So
You
why are you
do.
telling me it's my favorite one? I
You
don't
do.
Terra Luna.
Yeah. The Korean one. Korean one.
You talk about that crypto that's like yellow, that's got yellow
The
logo.
Korean one and all
Yeah,
the
Terra Luna, yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't invest in any, but I've traded Terra Luna.
I've just
So
seen it.
I've got
Just
dust.
killing it over the last
I've got
night.
dust.
I know it's
I've got dust.
a little bit. So
Dom is absolutely ghosting this right now. This is her time to shine. Along when she chatted us to get into Polygon. So me and Dom were doing some research on some tokens a while back, and we discovered Terra Luna on accident. And we just went down this rabbit hole about this thing, and it's possibly more advanced and ahead of its time than it should be. And I think is showing the way that crypto is going to go. I think they've got something like 4,000 stores and different shops in Korea. Like 75% of Koreans use Terra Luna in like day-to-day life. Like there's an incredible video I recommend everybody to watch. Just type in Terra Luna on YouTube and put in Terra Luna in Korea, and
No. We've got to do live.
What you will see that they've actually done shows you what all crypto is going to do in the future, and it's just mind-blowing what they've done. It's just like, wow. Like, yeah, see if you can find the video. Terra Luna.
Terra Luna what? Terra Luna what?
Korea.
might be a good price.
There you go.
I've seen the price come down, so it might be a good time to buy, really.
Korea runs on Terra.
I'm dropping this information for everyone. All right.
Oh, Jordan's back. Let's take Jordan's question.
Wait.
Wait, did AJ have anything to say about Terra Luna as well?
Oh yeah, AJ, what do you have to say about Terra Luna?
Was that what do I have to say about it?
Yeah.
It's just it's something I came across like last year, I think, or maybe this year, maybe early this year, and I just like invested like I know threw like $50 into it or something, and now it's like 250.
Jeez!
So like this is just dropped a little bit.
It's a new song. It's like, you know, like Diggy D's got the like every time we do some profits now, the new
100% 30 days, not bad.
Yeah, nice. Congratulations.
Jeez.
Okay, AJ, you cool if we move on to Luke?
Oh, Jordan, back to Jordan.
Oh, Jordan. All right, let's get it. Okay, Jordan on the graph. All right, quickly before you need to serve another customer. Let's go.
Yo, yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I in?
Yeah.
What's going on? Another great session. Sorry I missed last week's. But yeah, no, it's
on YouTube. Don't worry.
Oh, bless. Yeah. I've just been, my lessons are paying off, and it might. Like, I'm waiting for Elon to come and just mess up the market again so I can buy some more. Everything's up. Wow, most things are up anyway. We're doing pretty good. I was wondering, last time I spoke to you about staking, and then you kind of briefly touched on it in terms of getting a node and then going And I will, so I was having a brief conversation with my friend's brother, because he's now got his second node. Wondering, like, is it, because the way he explained it was that you don't choose where your node goes. Your node just goes out and then does the work for you. Is that for everything, or can you set it to one specific coin?
So it depends on what you're a node for. So the one thing that I'm going to be doing some research into and getting and then maybe recommending is helium miners. So basically it allows you to leverage your data from your phone and from your internet to become a hotspot. And then because you're the hotspot, you then become a node and earn helium coin. So that's a great one. In terms of other things, and you can get them for ranging from 50 to 300 quid. Then in terms of other things like becoming a node for Ethereum, becoming a node for Polkadot and so on and so forth, I'm not too sure on those because I haven't done the research on them. But I'm literally in the middle of a lecture at the moment, just reading up on it. So I should have an answer for you on nodes by the end of October, because I'm researching it thoroughly. I'm not like if you know me, it's not like research. It's
Down the rabbit hole.
yeah. In fact, let me show you my current research page of what I'm reading.
We really should be wrapping up this meeting.
So yeah, I'm currently reading a PwC article on institutional assets. I'm reading a New York Times article on the 2008, 2000 and the current crash and politicians being involved in investing, because that might be relevant right now, especially with Boris. Then also a rent seeking, how institutions make money from buying other institutions, especially in the banking sector, by Harvard.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm reading quite a lot. And that's what I like to do before I say anything, is know my shit.
All right. So I would really want to wrap this up because we want to do things offline outside of this call, as in us three. Has anyone got a dying question? Let's say one more.
Nope. Check out Facebook. We just dropped some crazy game in there.
And check out the YouTube as well. Latest video. The first ever Monday call where it's only me has the highest views. I'm talking about Phantom ecosystem, Solano. No, it's not because of that. It's probably because of the titling. Please link to Facebook group. Okay, I'm gonna let's
say just go to search crypto stocks FX.
Just search blockchain Sensei crypto stocks FX. All right, guys. Would really appreciate some story shares, tagging blockchain Sensei. Really appreciate everyone. Just for the record, we won't usually go on for this long. This is a crazy amount of value, but thank you everybody for coming. And yeah, shout out George.
Shout out special guest.
George in the place.
Create disrupting, not disrupting.
Love you guys. Take care.
Love guys.